Welcome to One Little Spice, the Disney food podcast that isn't afraid to send you into the taste lab.
Welcome to episode 42. Helen, do you have Karen's number?
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
I'm Julie.
And I'm Amy. I'm okay now.
This month we are talking about meals that you can eat on non-park days. So they are going to be mostly resort dining. We're going to do some breakfasts, we're going to do some lunches, and we're going to talk about some dinners. 6 episodes this month, guys. 6 episodes. But first, it's time for Amy's Daily Dish. Amy, what's your dish?
Let's dish. Item 1, Jesse's Critter Carousel update. Jesse's Critter Carousel in the reimagined Pixar Pier area at the Disney California Adventure is expected to open next month in April. Item 2, A Walk to Remember.
This is what I think it is.
I don't know. You're happy.
Did you see that Mandy Moore got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
I didn't.
And she was there with Shane West.
Fun fact, I've never actually seen A Walk to Remember, but I do know that I felt it kind of...
It was so perfect. I really thought that was going to be about that. Okay, continue.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was announced that the personalized bricks outside the entrance to the Magic Kingdom and the Ticket and Transportation Center called Disney's Walk Around the World. That name is so confusing. That's more of a Epcot type of name.
We're gonna walk around the park tonight. Put your glad rags on. Join me home. Gonna have some fun when the clock strikes 1. There we go. I will give you a Disney button if you can tell me what TV show that's from.
So the Disney's Walk Around the World bricks are going to be removed or retired, as Disney calls it. The areas have already started undergoing changes. For example, the addition of more security screening areas at both Magic Kingdom and the Ticket and Transportation Center. All bricks will be removed regardless of their location, so if you have a brick tucked away from the screening areas, it too eventually will be removed. Question?
Are people going to get their bricks?
I will get to that. The bricks will be removed in phases, so if you do have one that is tucked far away from the main areas of construction, you might get a bit more time to visit it than someone whose bricks are located directly under the screening areas. For those angry that these bricks are being removed, similar to the Leave a Legacy stones and plaques in Epcot, there was an expiration date built into the bricks. That expiration date was 2011, so like the Leave a Legacy, it has had a nice, long, extended run. As many people have been wondering, no, you cannot have your brick after removal as they were not designed for removal. I have not heard of any successful inquiries for brick retrieval, so while it never hurts to ask, everyone has been asking, and thus far all pleas for exception have been denied. That said, Disney is well aware how much these bricks mean to many guests and have offered an alternative solution. All guests who sponsored a brick can request and receive a voucher for a 6-inch replica at a discounted special price of $10 plus tax and shipping. In person, this can be done at City Hall in Magic Kingdom or at Guest Relations in Disney Springs to verify the brick. The voucher can be redeemed at Tomorrowland, Light and Power Company in Magic Kingdom, or at the Co-op Marketplace in Disney Springs. If you are not able to visit in person, guests can email guest.services@disneyworld.com or call 407-828-2701 with the name and hometown of the guest who sponsored the brick. You will be provided with a code to use at shopdisney.com. Only one code or voucher per verified guest. Now, these vouchers and codes are only good through August 31st, 2019. So if you or someone you know had a brick, the time to act is now. Now, guests who did not have a brick can purchase a personalized 6-inch brick at the redemption locations and shopdisney.com for $29.99, and 8-inch bricks for $49.99, and an ornament for $24.99 will soon be available for purchase. All prices are pre-tax and shipping, but do include customization.
I want one.
Of course you want one. I want one too. We want to have a One Little Spice one. Are you kidding? But yeah, that's it.
So today we are going to talk about Olivia's Cafe at Disney's Old Key West Resort. So Old Key West Resort was the original DVC home base.
Mm-hmm. That's where it all started out.
Back in 1992 when you could buy a point for like $25 ridiculous dollars. It wasn't that cheap, but
I forgot it was back then.
This is what Disney says about Olivia's Cafe. Savor hearty home cooking with the taste of the Florida Keys at this hidden gem at Disney's Old Key West Resort. As breezy and relaxed as Key West itself, a longtime resident of Conch Flats, Olivia welcomes diners with island-inspired dishes. This nautical-themed eatery has friendly and familiar feel of a neighborhood institution and is a perennial favorite of many guests. A must-visit spot for breakfast, Olivia's Cafe serves up traditional favorites as well as several of Olivia's own specialties, the Sombrero Beach Omelette and the Banana Bread French Toast. I heard about this place because they had a really awesome Bloody Mary. That was served with some bacon and some shrimp, so I booked a reservation.
Yep.
It was for the morning of Amy's half marathon, and I said, "Hey Amy, do you think this time will give you enough time to run the whole half marathon and then at least get a Bloody Mary with me afterwards?" And she was like, "Yep, totally, that'll work. That's awesome, great, wonderful."
Yep.
The day of Amy's marathon, her phone died.
Yeah, halfway, 3/4 of the way through the marathon, it completely died.
Dead.
Kaput. We're not even going to discuss the difficulty it was to run without music. We're just not.
So I tried to get a hold of Amy because after the marathon, there's a lot going on. I couldn't find her. So I texted her mother and I said, "Hey, Helen, do you have Karen's phone number?" Which was Amy's cousin.
Who I was running with.
And Helen responded with yes, and then never gave me the phone number.
Yeah, she got quite the earful from me. When I got back to the hotel and plugged in my phone, because honestly, I would have just met you over at the bus for Key West, but I had no idea. I was so exhausted, I couldn't remember the name of the restaurant. I couldn't remember what Olivia's was. I couldn't remember what hotel it was at. I couldn't remember anything that I could have used to ask someone where to go. So Julie got to eat, and then we went back either the next day or the day we got...
Literally the next morning we made reservations so Amy could try at least the Bloody Mary.
Yes.
So what I got from Olivia's Cafe wasn't my favorite breakfast meal ever, which probably makes sense. That's why it's not on the menu anymore. Mm-hmm. But it was an omelet stuffed with shrimp, and it wasn't bad. It just was very basic with not a lot of flavor to it, which was kind of disappointing.
Maybe it was one of the lighter side type options. They always try to put that on
No,
there.
It had like cheese and all sorts of... It was an aggressive...
Then never mind what I said.
But now for breakfast, they have buttermilk pancakes and eggs. The atmosphere. The atmosphere of this place was really fun. Okay, so I always talk about Old Key West feeling very geriatric.
Yes.
So basically, Old Key West literally feels like Key West, which is where a lot of people go to retire.
So walking around Olivia's and a little bit of the area of the resort.
It's interesting because it's kind of like...
It's like you're going to your incredibly rich grandparents' retirement community.
But it's also had a very New England-y feel to it.
Weirdly,
which
yes.
makes sense because a lot of New Englanders retire
to Key West.
Yes. So that was really kind of cool.
Now, I don't mean that it seems like your grandparents' retirement community in a bad way. It's
very nice.
It's just the
very
decor.
Clean, very stark white.
Yeah. It's like a really upscale, it looks like a really upscale retirement community in Florida. That's basically what it looks like. And that's not a bad thing because they're really nice. It's just that's the only way to describe the aesthetic.
Correct. And Olivia's Cafe was really cool because the seats are different colors and it was really fun. I liked it. Mm-hmm. So for food, They have buttermilk pancakes and eggs, which are pancakes with 2 eggs, any style, with choice of bacon, sausage, or ham, with strawberry or blueberry sauce. Now, I want to specify that the strawberry or blueberry sauce is not served on the ham, sausage, or bacon. It's served on the pancakes.
Or is it served on the side? No.
Well, I mean, it's obviously on the side,
Yes.
but they have a sombrero beach omelet, which is ham, green pepper, onions, and cheddar, topped with sour cream and pico de gallo, served with Olivia's breakfast potatoes and buttermilk biscuits. I remember the buttermilk potatoes were amazing. No, the breakfast potatoes were amazing.
I knew that's what you meant. So
See
I
the
just kept
sombrero
shaking.
beach omelet? Sounds really good.
It does.
Sour cream, pico de gallo. I love sour cream and salsa on my eggs. Love it, love it, love it. It's one of my favorite things ever. They have eggs and hash, which is 2 eggs, any style, served over potato and sweet potato hash, topped with key lime hollandaise, served with buttermilk biscuit, herb chimichurri sauce, and choice of bacon, sausage, or ham. Also, sounds amazing.
I feel like I would
Hollandaise
order.
sauce?
Yeah,
Herb chimichurri sauce?
Yeah, I feel like I would order that after a little discussion with the our waiter or waitress about the hollandaise sauce, and is it good hollandaise sauce?
It's
Like,
delicious.
What's the?
Oh,
you
it
guys
was,
have
yeah,
it?
it was
Okay,
on
that's
mine.
right.
No,
That's
I
right.
asked for it on the side.
Okay, good.
It's really, really good. It's not
Excellent.
too tardy limey. It's still a very much hollandaise, creamy, delicious.
But it's an actual hollandaise sauce, and it's not just like a cheese sauce they threw
Correct.
citrus into.
correct. Yes, this one is actually one of the
Actual
hollandaise sauces. Yes, it was very good. They have waffles and eggs, which is waffles with 2 eggs, any style, choice of bacon, sausage, or ham with strawberry or blueberry sauce. Crab cakes, egg benedict. So this was the other thing that I thought about getting, but I got the shrimp stuffed omelet.
Yeah, I don't know why you got the shrimp omelet over crab cake, eggs Benedict. I don't know if you were just
think
so
I was
distraught.
really feeling the. I think I wanted to try something new. I think it was stuffed with shrimp and crab.
That
I
could
don't
be.
know.
If it was shrimp
but
and
it
crab, that
wasn't-
would explain it.
It was still very bland.
Yeah.
But
Not the
hollandaise
crab
sauce was
Yeah,
delicious.
not the crab cake, eggs Benedict.
Crab cake eggs Benedict is 2 poached eggs with 2 pan-fried crab cakes, obviously super delicious, on an English muffin with key lime hollandaise and Olivia's breakfast potatoes. I think I took the suggestion of the waitress.
While it is not always a bad idea to take the suggestion of the waitress, take the suggestion of the waiter or the waitress
In stride.
in stride. If it seems like something you're like, but then maybe get something else. But if it sounds good, go for it. And this is not a Disney thing. This is just life in restaurants. Olivia's breakfast. 2 eggs, any style, Olivia's breakfast potatoes, and buttermilk biscuit with a choice of bacon, sausage, or ham. So basic breakfast plate.
The Monroe egg white omelet is egg whites, roasted peppers, spinach, mushroom, and goat cheese served with sliced tomatoes and a buttermilk biscuit.
See,
Also sounds delicious.
I was going to say, that's
That
the
sounds like
lighter
what you would
option.
have
Yeah, the lighter
after your
option.
run if you were going to eat
Yeah,
anything.
if I was going to eat something there, I would have.
And banana bread French toast.
Okay, so clearly I need to make banana bread French toast out of my mother's banana bread. With coconut whipped
Like my
cream.
mouth is literally drooling right now. That was not on the menu when I went there.
So
topped
you
with-
you might find banana bread French toast on one of our vlog episodes one of these days.
After we tried there. But yeah,
After
seriously.
we try it
Or
there,
we could just make our own. Banana bread French toast is topped with Bahamian banana rum syrup, coconut whipped cream. I've purchased coconut whipped cream.
So did I.
You bought some?
I bought some the other day.
It's super delicious. Served with your choice of ham, bacon, or sausage. So there are a few sides. There is Olivia's famous grits. It was really good. I definitely dipped it in the key lime holiday sauce, but you know, that's just me. Bacon, sausage, or ham. Fresh strawberries and whipped cream. Southernmost point continental. It's breakfast pastries and fresh fruit.
That is referring to the southernmost point of the continental United States, which is located in Key West. I have pictures of my mother there.
Yes. And biscuits and sausage gravy and Olivia's famous oatmeal. Now, you can do this, but I do not recommend ordering the fresh strawberries and whipped cream on top of your omelet.
Did you do that? No, I was like, I'm so confused.
No. So they have kids Mickey check meals here, which is oatmeal and fresh fruit. The kids' meals are the Good Morning Donald, which is scrambled eggs, breakfast potatoes, and biscuits, served with one side, either bacon, sausage, or fruit cup. Mickey-shaped waffles with syrup and butter, and your choice of bacon, sausage, or fruit cup. And then the Daisy Sand Dollars, which are buttermilk pancakes served with syrup and butter, with choice of bacon, sausage, or fruit cup. And then there's the kids' specialty drink with Minute Maid Light Lemonade, served in a souvenir classic cup and a glowing character clip-on light.
For non-alcoholic beverages, you can get a frozen cappuccino, blended and topped with whipped cream, fresh brewed coffee, espresso, cafe mocha, cappuccino, or a latte, Alto Mayo Protected Forest coffee, roasted by Joffrey's Coffee in a press pot, serves 2, assorted juices, assorted milks including chocolate, and a selection of teas. Hot teas. But, if you ask for ice, I'm sure they'd give you some ice and you can make an iced tea. A few specialty cocktails.
Now this is why I went. This
Yes.
was literally the reason why I went. And since then, I have had way more extreme Bloody Marys.
Yes.
But this was my first extreme Bloody Mary, and it wasn't even that crazy extreme.
It was not.
It was super delicious and amazing. And it was a really good Bloody Mary. Like, it was the right amount of
Yes.
spice. Obviously, Amy and I generally like it a little spicier anyway.
Yes.
But it was a good amount of baseline spice.
Yes. So, I love
Most
Bloody...
of the time, they make them, like, really bland.
Yeah,
for
they're either
those.
really bland or they put too much spice in it. Now, I firmly believe the majority of the spice from a, traditional Bloody Mary should come from the horseradish. You get a little bit of hot sauce and then, some cracked pepper
Definitely
in there.
horseradish.
And, when they make a spicier one, they should add a little more horseradish and a little more pepper and a little more hot sauce. A lot of places, if you get a
We'll just
spicy
add
one, they'll just
extra hot
add
sauce.
tons of hot sauce. And as
I
we've
would much prefer extra horseradish.
Yeah. As we've discussed before, I love spicy food. Julie loves spicy food. I can eat way spicier food than most people can handle. Weirdly, I have a hard time handling spicy beverages.
Yep. But this is more of like a food-ish
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of
no,
drink, so
yeah,
it's a different one for Amy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
jalapeno margaritas. Nope.
No. But even like extremely spicy Bloody Marys, I have to be like, can we talk about how you make these? Regular
Yes,
Bloody
because
Mary.
it's about the flavor of the spice,
Exactly.
not the
Yeah.
heat itself.
Yes.
So it is the loaded Key West Bloody Mary. It's served with Kettle One vodka, spicy Bloody Mary mix, shrimp, and bacon, and then there's obviously celery in it.
Yes. And yes, another thing, there must be celery in a Bloody Mary, or
Absolutely.
I don't want to
Oh my
talk
God,
to you.
No. What is a Bloody Mary without celery?
Exactly.
And then they have a mimosa, which is sparkling wine and orange juice, and Parrot Punch, which is Parrot Bay, coconut rum, melon liqueur, peach schnapps, and pineapple juice. And there are allergy-friendly menus upon request.
It was a fun little location. It's kind of tucked away. I know when we went, it was a little later in the morning, so it wasn't busy. When you went, it was also kind of later in the morning. Did you find it was particularly busy?
Old Key West seems kind of more of a chill Disney resort, which
Yeah.
makes sense.
So I kind of feel like, 1992, it was the first Disney Vacation Club. I feel like a lot of people buying Disney Vacation Club at the time
Are
were-
probably in their retirement.
well, yeah,
age right
where
now.
it was sort of like the grandparents get the DVC because it's similar to a timeshare but a lot more flexible.
Yeah, I
For
don't
the
think
grand-
timeshares were as popular then
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
younger crowds.
Exactly, they were something for older folks, and it would be the grandkids who come down and go to Disney. So I'm kind of feeling like that is where this particular Disney Vacation Club, was thought around. And then clearly when they expanded, they're like, okay, we'll expand it another. But that was their
And when
sort
you
of
think about
core
it, 92
clientele.
was 27 years ago. So the
Yes.
people who were in their 30s buying timeshare are in their 60s now.
Yeah.
So
And at the time when you would buy a timeshare of any kind in Florida, it would be at a similar type of place.
Yep.
Most of the time, like there'd be a couple of like boutique hotels, boutique timeshare areas that it would be a completely different focus, but at the time that's
but
what
I think that's
timeshares
why
were.
they did it.
Yeah.
Because
to
it
break
was
into the
more-
timeshare market.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I remember
Mhm.
when we were trying to get to one of our parks,
Yes.
it was to Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
Because I remember the van dropping us off there. We were trying to get to the Magic Kingdom after eating breakfast there. and we go to the front, and there wasn't a bus, and we were sitting there for like 15 minutes waiting for a bus, and one of the vans that was there, the guy was just like, hey, where you need to go, and
Yeah, we got a
took us to
private
the park. That was really, really cool.
Yeah, this was pre-minivan era, and it was Uber was
and
a
I
thing,
think
but
at the
Uber,
higher
yeah.
end resorts, they tend to cater a little bit more to that anyway.
Yeah, so there was just sort of an extra van. They're like, hey, where are you going?
It was really awesome.
It was really nice, and, it was a service that not everyone could easily get, because like I said, at the time, minivans weren't a thing, and he, gave us all this information about Disney as they were driving us to our location.
And we got special drop-off, a little bit closer,
Which is
it was a van.
awesome.
It was great. So that was Olivia's for breakfast.
It was fun when we went to get the Bloody Marys.
That was awesome. Breakfast was really good. I definitely think this is a place we need to try again because they've certainly added better stuff to the menu.
And they have a brunch on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to do that because a lot of the breakfast options are there as well.
Yes.
So if we want to maybe order a breakfast and then like a kind of lunchy thing.
Yes.
Because they have the buttermilk chicken, which would be a good kind of in between.
And it's a very extended brunch hours because it starts at 7:30 in the morning, but goes until 3 p.m. most of the time.
Which is dinner time for...
Not quite. That's 4 o'clock.
Close enough.
No. But yeah, and that's a little extended because I feel like most Disney brunches end about 1 to 2. Yeah, 1 to 2. 2 being a late end for a Disney brunch. The latest that they're, you're going to be leaving at that point in most cases. Not all cases.
Just California Grill was 10 to 2.
But does California Grill do lunch?
No.
Yeah,
They do brunch and dinner.
Yeah. Olivia's, I think, does lunch as well. Yeah, so restaurants that also do lunch, I know the brunches tend to be more abbreviated than that.
I think this is probably just the weekends. They just have breakfast / lunch, and then they do a dinner.
Well, yeah, so we're going to check that out for you at some point in the future, and we will let you know about brunch.
Yes,
and how Amy feels about the key lime hollandaise sauce.
So they have a 7-mile sea... That makes no sense. 7-mile sea scallops, which is pan-seared scallops over soft polenta topped with edamame, pancetta succotash, and tomato vinaigrette for dinner.
I would say you get 7 of them, but it's 7 Mile Beach is what it's referencing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we will talk about that on the brunch episode.
That's not a brunch episode.
Oh, okay.
That's dinner.
Dinner. Maybe on
Well, we're going to have to do a dinner episode for that. That's not... I'm just telling you personally.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is it? Alrighty.
All right, we do not have a fan favorite food this week. Please share your favorite Disney food memories with us so we can share yours on the podcast. We love sharing them. We love hearing them. And I'm sure you love hearing us talk about you too. So you can share your Disney food memory via email. Our email is onelittlespice@gmail.com. On Instagram, we are at onelittlespice. On Instagram, we are at @1_little_spice. On Twitter, we are at onelittlespice, so you can send direct messages to us there. And you can also share your fan favorite food onto our Facebook page. Make sure you like our page and join the Facebook group so you can share in the conversation after the podcast is over. We are on Patreon. On Patreon, you can support us there and get a lot of extra exclusives, like extra episodes, a button pack, and some really awesome other features. You can get a signed copy of one of our vlog recipes, or even join us on one of our magical snack corners. So make sure you head to www.patreon.com/onelittlespice and become a patron. We are on TeePublic. That is where you can get all of our merchandise. You can search One Little Spice or click the description below, but there are t-shirts and mugs and notebooks and cell phone cases and some really awesome stuff there. So make sure you support us that way and get yourself some One Little Spice swag. And we are on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is The Taste Lab, so make sure you head there and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our new episodes. We show you how to make some really awesome Disney recipes by either sharing a recipe from the park or recreating some on our own, but that way you can bring a little extra Disney magic into your kitchen. We already have the cheddar cheese soup from Le Cellier that we make into a delicious poutine, and we have the 7-vegetable terrine from Akershus, which is definitely better than what they served there, but a really awesome treat as well. And we will have the Tonga toast and the chopped cob salad coming up soon as well. So again, like I said, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of those. And thank you so much for listening to our podcast. We really appreciate all of our listeners. And just remember, every recipe starts with one little spice.
I was
I know. I was on a roll.
I know. Oh, I wasn't. I was just more like. Oh, that's why I waited. I was like.
Can I intro now?
Sure. Item 1. Jesse's Critter Carousel.
Right now?